Okay, interview with Gary Setchell after Needham Market 0, Bedford Town 0. Gary, a very, very strong performance, a resilient performance. Could have gone either way as the game went on, but fundamentally a fair point.
Yeah, I think if we'd have nicked it at the end, I don't think they'd had too many complaints. I thought for 65, 70 minutes, that was a good 0-0. To be fair, that was end to end. You know, both teams defended reasonably well. Both teams, you know, had some good passages of play. But in the last 20 minutes, we've had 3 or 4 really, really good chances. A couple of penalties turned down, which I think one's almost certain penalty and a red card because he's handled it on the line with a save, basically. But they've hit the post as well late on, so you know that was a topsy-turvy game. Good game against two good teams. Really, that's probably a good advert for the league. You know, it was played in the right spirit. I'm pleased with the performance. You know, Connor's come in and hold his hands up, but how can you hammer a lad who's working his absolute socks off for the team and scoring goals and adding loads of stuff to his game? He's missed 2 or 3 good chances at the end. Well, I say missed. Their keeper's made 1 or 2 good saves, and you know, but there was times where we could have shot and we didn't, and we was trying to walk it in at times. But our recovery second half was very, very good. I was a bit disappointed with the intensity first half. I thought we could have stepped it up another level, which we did second half.
You must also be pleased with the resilience. It's been, said about the fact that we've been a little bit shaky at the back at times this season, but, Drew Richardson, Sam Dreher, Ped's having a great game. The whole back line was very resilient today, wasn't it?
A little bit shaky. He was probably putting it mild early on in the season, a little bit. But, yeah, listen, we swapped it today. Drew come in for Kai because he's got a bit of a dodgy ankle. He was excellent. Sam Dreher has been 8 out of 10 every week since he's been here, no question about it. Michael come back in today, Sam Warburton. They're all getting better and better. And I knew that the team would grow and get better and better, and we'd make 1 or 2 additions, and and that's what we've done. And they were we're going again, but maybe we just got. I don't normally moan about the officials. Maybe we got let down, but I thought we had a good game, but I think he got the big decisions wrong.
Yeah, so they walk past with their things right now.
That's what made me think of it.
So we're not really a club to moan about officials and decisions. No. You make your own luck, but there was 2 or 3 key moments in the game where if it does go a different way with a different ref, it's a different situation.
Yeah, and even the booking on Diddy after about 5 minutes, where he's clearly got something of the ball. I know he's gone in hard, but I wanted him to go in hard. They've got an FA Cup game next week. We want to leave a little bit on them, let them know that we're not just there for a testimonial, and. I just thought that was a bit harsh, and that took so much away from Diddy's game. He couldn't be as intense as what he wanted to be. But listen, all my lads are giving me everything they've got. We had some great quality, some great through balls today. There was some real good passing for the chances. We just taking 1 chance away from it being a perfect away performance. We didn't take it, but what we didn't then do is fold and give a goal away at the other end. We kept going, and we picked up a point away at Needham Market. And again, like I said last week, if when I walked through the door we'd have said we're going to Needham Market and picking a point up in a league match, we'd have been over the moon with that. So let's remember where we are and where we come from and what we're doing, and let's just stay positive, because that's for me, that's a 7 out of 10 result today.
You must also be pleased with Diddy's involvement with him, having since he's come in, and also Afi, they're 2 which appear to be good, strong additions to the squad, considering the position we're in.
Yeah, and Michael Harriman as well. Obviously, Sam Dreher we brought in. We perhaps didn't get it quite right in the summer, but we've certainly addressed it since. And we've now, we look solid. We probably could still do with probably 1 or 2, but we're probably going to have to move 1 or 2 out to get them in. And we'll keep working as hard as we can to keep making the team better, the club better, and everything else.
2 similar questions, but I'll ask them differently. Yeah. Firstly, we said about how difficult October would be. From the last 4 games, picked up the 7 points, the disappointment of Tuesday night, but 7 points out those 12 we'd have taken 4 games ago, wouldn't we?
Russell away, Colville at home, Needham away, and Alverton, we'd have took 7, definitely. The disappointing thing is that how well we played Tuesday night first half and didn't get nothing out of it. And, today, because that could have been even better than what it is, but we now know that we can, even the Nuneaton game that we lost, we now know that we can come places, and we will probably take 1 or 2 hidings at some point, because the teams are capable in this league if they take the chances, but we're certainly not coming to any ground looking for damage limitation. We're coming to every ground looking to get a result, a positive one.
And the second part to that question, obviously, clocks go back tonight, and
Yeah.
you always say to me, look at where we are after 10 games, it's now 15 games.
Yeah.
So 18 points after those 15 games, about where you thought we would be, and are you happy with that?
Probably about where I thought it'd be. Maybe a little bit more, maybe, but that was before I realised how tough the level was. The level from the step 4 we come last year I'll say it again, is astronomical. You speak to a lot of the managers and they say that's the toughest this league has been. So you know, we're doing all right. We'd like another couple of points on the board, but we could also, you know, be with a couple of points less. So probably about right. You know, if we can get a couple of, you know, repeat it in November, I'm pretty sure we'll sort of get more into the top half, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. But you know, at the minute, we've got a team of young lads who are giving everything they've got for the shirt every week in the main. Of course, people have poor games, but you know, like I said before, we ain't got that budget where we can go get a load of superstars. We're getting younger lads in who want to work and wear the badge, and that's the way we go. And you'll get them type of results with them type of lads. And you need to go on a really good run to get yourselves in it. But likewise, if you don't put the work in, then you'll go on a real bad one. And these boys are willing to put the work in.
Just finally, you get a two session break now, no midweek game
Yeah.
this week, so you get to work with the lads twice, but difficult trip to Mickover next week, and then back up for Bashford, 2 away games up the M1.
Yeah.
You know, it won't be easy, but again, targeting the maximum amount of points from those games, presumably.
I don't look at the fixtures and go Mickover away, Baseford away, Saturday, Tuesday, call, that's 6 points. No, I look at it as we'll prepare for Mickover, we'll prepare to get a positive result, and then obviously we'll see where that takes us ready for the Basford game. But again, 2 very, very established, hardened step 3 teams who are both themselves probably looking to be at the right end of the table come May.
Excellent. So, coach to Mickover next week, next Saturday. Find out details and times this week on social media. Otherwise, we are back at the area on the 12th of November for the Remembrance Weekend. Get your tickets now. Against St Ives, BedfordEagles.net.